Hello lovelies, did you know that you can't buy yourself into becoming more stylish? Much like having a healthier or fitter body, style is very similar in that you can't simply outsource it. You actually have to do the work yourself. There's not really a lot of shortcuts because fashion follows trends, but style is about practice, originality, and confidence. So in today's video, I'm sharing 7 different ways that you can become more stylish without spending money, because above and beyond having your wardrobe workhorses that we all need to get dressed, it becomes a styling and personalization game. We have all had these moments where we feel like if we just do a whole new haul and we get a completely different wardrobe, then we're gonna instantly transform into a really chic version of ourselves. But soon you'll find that once the clothes get delivered, that you are no more on your way to being chicer or, more importantly, feeling good about your style. I'm Ziba and I'm so happy you're here. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more styling videos. I have covered so many shows in Paris and New York. I'm also just a mom trying to get dressed in the morning. The first thing to do on your way to becoming more stylish is to take account of your lifestyle. Your wardrobe should be a direct reflection on what you do day in and day out. Do you work from home? Do you go to an office? What are your hobbies? What are your activities? How often do you go out to fancy parties and events and dinner parties? This should be noted. And I recommend taking a couple of weeks, and I love a good daily planner that's a paper, or even your phone works, and just jotting down, what did you do today? Did you stay at home? Did you walk your dog? Did you go to tennis? What were the activities that you did, and what were the kind of clothes that you needed? This will really start to inform your decisions, because next time that sale email lands into your inbox and you're playing tennis 3 times a week, then you're probably not gonna pick a bunch of really fancy dresses and heels. You probably need some court to home type of transferring outfits, cute tennis looks, more sporty athleisure. And likewise, if you are working from home, then having all the beautiful polished suits in the world is not gonna really serve you as much unless you like to sit like that at home. But after a couple of suits, you might want to look into pieces that you really look forward to wearing and that are easy to go from to even desk to dinner type of things. This leads us to number 2, which is not buying items for just one occasion. Even if you do have, for example, a gala or maybe a fundraiser or a really fancy event or wedding, think about getting something that you can wear more than once, because what starts to happen when we just buy these one-off dresses, one-off pieces, and I'm guilty of this. I have some beautiful fundraiser type of dresses that I've worn one time, and I haven't even really been able to repurpose them for weddings because they were so out there. And what are they doing? They're just taking up space in my closet. They've depleted my bank account, also not helping me become a more stylish version of myself. For pieces that you can perhaps wear in other occasions with different pieces, or maybe different footwear or accessories, that you'll get that return on investment on. As a rule of thumb, when I buy something, I ask myself one question: am I gonna wear this 30 times? And if the answer is yes, then it can go in my cart. If the answer is maybe or no, then you have to think about it, put it in your cart, but don't check out. A week later, see if that feeling and urge of getting it is still there. And if it is, then try to kind of negotiate with yourself of what other outfits can I wear this piece with? And if you can't come up with anything, then it's time to forget about it. More often than not, you're gonna forget you even put it in your cart, because a lot of it is about just the adrenaline and dopamine rush of hitting the in cart, and then you don't necessarily get it right then and there, but then a week later it comes in and then you're like, oh, that's right, I did get something. But in that moment in time where you're vulnerable and you have all your credit card information saved there, you won't get it, but you'll still get that rush of having put it in your cart. And related to this is number 3, it's buying wisely. Now, everybody has different budgets. For some people, spending $600 on a really beautiful tailored blazer is just not gonna happen. But perhaps can you forego getting the same blazer for $50 over and over again and buying one for $200? That's kind of the negotiation and thinking that I recommend that you do, so that you're able to fill your closet with more quality investment items that not only last a lot longer and look a lot more beautiful, but they're more flattering. When you invest in key pieces and you stop buying the same thing over and over again, you'll find that not only do you save closet space and kind of sanity in the morning when you're trying to get dressed, but you also save money. That's one thing that I have found with my Ralph Lauren herringbone blazer It's absolutely gorgeous. It was more of an investment item. But every time that English countryside comes around, every single fall, it's trending. And there's so many herringbone blazers and jackets in my inbox. Like it's, it's trending, buy it. I think to myself, I don't really need one because I have a really gorgeous piece that is quality, it looks amazing, and it still looks brand new. So this is a way to save money in the long run, and also just to help you cull down on everything that you have in your closet, because that's the most overwhelming thing when you approach your closet in the morning. You're trying to get dressed and you have so many options, but none of them are high quality. They don't look good or feel good. And so then you keep skipping them. You keep kind of feeling like you have nothing to wear. Kind of related to that is number 4. So I mentioned this herringbone blazer that is a print that I have committed to. I love this particular pattern, but for the most part, if you're on the fence about a print or pattern, I don't recommend that you get it or invest in it, because it could very well be a one-time thing that falls into that category of like, you got it, you kind of got the adrenaline rush, it was trending for that season, you thought you wanted to pull it off, and it just wasn't for you. And there it is in the deep end of your closet, never to be seen again. And also, if you're not a heavy print person, you'll find that you have a hard time figuring out what to do with it. So anything that's like an overtly crazy texture, like lots of like plastics or shiny sequins, it's gonna be a lot harder to style. And I'm a big florals lover, but even I have a couple of like floral puffers and things like that I struggle styling with. Like, so even though I might wear it every now and again, they're not a go-to piece, and so they're just taking up room in my closet. Just be more mindful of selecting your classic colors and prints will go a long way. Number 5 is limit your accessories to 2 to 3 key pieces. I love accessories. I'm a very much of a maximalist, more is more person, but when you put everything on at once, it can become really difficult for your style, you, or any piece at all to shine, because the eye doesn't know where to go. So not only can it look disjointed and very loud and busy, but it's also can be a little bit cumbersome and uncomfortable to have like a ton of bangles, really thick, heavy necklaces, huge earrings, brooches, all the things all at once. Coco Chanel was a fan of saying, before you leave the house, make sure to just like remove one thing, just take it off. And I try to think of that most days, because I think it's absolutely right. You catch a glimpse of yourself and you're like, wow, I look like a Christmas tree. If you don't know how to go about limiting your accessories, take cues from what you're wearing. So for example, this top that I'm wearing here has a V-neck. So this is a great time to leave my Lorraine necklace on and let it hang down. And it's not too fussy or chunky. Now these pearl earrings I could do without. However, I'm the kind of person that feels naked without earrings. So I'm usually wearing some type of earrings. And then I'm usually wearing like a ton of different bangles, but it just felt a little busy for today. I'm wearing a leather vintage inspired watch, and that's it. Probably don't need the watch. Also, if I had my hair down today, then arguably I wouldn't need earrings, but because I did pull it back, I just wanted something decorative. Number 6 on how to be more stylish is, it's so much less about what you're wearing than how you wear it, how the execution turns out. So sometimes you'll see that somebody has like the perfect cut, wash, everything of jeans. They nailed it. They're reading their trend reports. They're very relevant. And if the inseam is off, or they're wearing a top that doesn't complement the particular cut of jeans, outfit doesn't look as good as it could, right? When it comes to pants, watching your inseam, making sure that you're not dragging your pants on the ground, or if they are cropped pants, that they're deliberately cropped and not just too short for you. Paying attention to fresh ways to style. Simple things like a button down or a scarf can really help elevate your outfit. And above and beyond styling for trends, styling for what looks good on you. Sometimes we have fashion trends and pieces that might look amazing on an editorial, but then you put them on and they're just not wearable and they don't look good on you. So a way to help you get on your way to becoming and feeling more stylish is to practice your outfits. So grabbing 3 to 5 Pinterest pictures that you really love, that really speak to you, that you're like, this is how I want to dress. Trying to pull together the different pieces, and you'll notice that it's not about not having the pieces. Most of the time we have whatever we're seeing that we really love because we're attracted to them, and most likely we already have it in our closet. But what we're missing are the details of how the styling was, how the t-shirt was tucked in, did they do something special to the sleeves, is the scarf tied a certain way, do the blazers have the sleeves rolled up, did they pop the collar, are they wearing a belt, how are they wearing the belt, and what are the finishing accessories. Oftentimes that is what ends up making your outfit. So decide half an hour, maybe like once every couple of weeks, make it fun, play music, drink tea or wine, whatever your jam is, and then take a selfie in the mirror and compare what did you get right and wrong. This is gonna take your style so far, because when you're rushing in the morning to get dressed, you'll think to yourself, wait, I've already done the work here, much like when you've already done the fitness and the workout program and eaten correctly and, you know, got all your nutrients and vitamins in. With clothes, you'll feel like I've already styled this. I know where everything is. I know how to wear it. I know that this, despite looking great on Pinterest, didn't look good on me. This is what I did to fix it, and so on and so forth. Doing this work that I'm describing is gonna lead you to number 7, which is the most important thing of all, is confidence. You have to be a little delusional to wear it. I saw this comment the other day on TikTok that I was showing some leopard print pants, and somebody said, you can pull them off though, I can't. And I thought to myself, why can't you? It's quite simple. I made a decision that I'm gonna make those pants work for me, even though I'm 46 and that I live in a suburb, that I'm a mom. Maybe I shouldn't be wearing such a crazy like rock star pair of pants. But if you decide that you wanna wear it because it makes your heart beat a little faster, it just makes you happy to have this piece of clothing, then making the decision that you're gonna wear it and figuring out how it's gonna work for you, and then also believing that you can execute it, is everything. Walking into your room with that energy and confidence of like, I've done the work, I've done the styling, I've invested in pieces that look good on me, that are quality, and now it's just like that Dumbo's feather of, I got this. And a lot of times when you start trying different things on yourself, you'll hear a lot of feedback from friends and loved ones, family, like, oh, like, where are you going? Oh, like, you know, who are you trying to be? Or, oh, are you going to a meeting? Or you must be really important now. Or, wow, always like kind of like a, backhanded compliment that makes you question your outfit. And sometimes you look amazing, but that person will make you feel so small. I don't know if it's like intimidation, but sometimes I hear from clients when they start dressing a little bit differently and they start playing around with their outfits, it's like, oh, I heard these comments. And sometimes it's other people projecting on you that they're not ready for you to change dressing in a certain way. They're not ready for you to shine a little brighter than you already do. So when you start wearing different things and you start tweaking and elevating yourself, be prepared to get a lot of feedback, and you just have to push through it and just think to yourself, this has always been me, and now I'm showing it to everybody else. It's not, you can't pull it off. It's not, what do people think? Over time, either people will be happy for you and you'll realize who are your friends and who are really there to support you. Because remember, this is just what you're putting on your body, right? It's just clothes. It shouldn't be a big deal to anybody but you. But you'll figure out who's there to support you and who's not. And it's an exciting time because a lot of really good things start to happen when you take a little care of yourself and you start to give yourself the time that you deserve and shine as brightly as you should. Make sure to watch fall trends that are very wearable in 2025. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.